Right, hello guys, good evening, welcome to Healy on a Tuesday night, and we are with WAOF1 for a full quality 50% race at Bahrain. Evening Gooner, nice to see you nice. Thanks for the invite to your party, mate, I was literally just about to go live, so I didn't join. But there we go, we are live then. Let's make sure we got everything going on, or everything open. I mean, I've done all the sharing about. Got it open on here on my laptop, my phone. Oh, you're waiting for a poll? Okay. Not messing this time. Ooh. Okay, so prediction. We got. I know we've got some new drivers this week. I can't really do a new driver because I don't have no idea what their pace is like and stuff like that. So, uh, how about James? No, I did. I've already done James before. Uh, what about Moomin? Have I done Moomin before? I can't remember doing Moomin. Let's do Moomin. Right, Moomin. And should we do? Let's do a quali one this week actually. So Moomin to qualify top 8, which I think is pretty generous for Moomin. So I reckon that is really generous actually. Obviously the outcome as usual will be either yes or no. And the submission period. Obviously we've got a little bit of time before we start, so I'll do 15 minutes. Again, that's a bit generous, but that should be okay. So there you go, 15 minutes, guys. That is up and running. So get your predictions in for Moomin to finish top 8. And as I say, or not to finish top 8, sorry, to qualify top 8. And I think that is, as I say, I think that is really generous. So, Moomin usually, I would expect Moomin to be qualifying somewhere around P4, P5, P6, that sort of area. So, there we go. Right. There we go. Yeah, no worries, Moomin. Well, I could have done well, couldn't I? I don't. No, I haven't done well before, have I? No, I could have, but I can't now. Already done Moomin. We'll stick with Moomin. Well, we've got to stick with Moomin because you can only do one per race, so or per stream, I suppose it'd be. Or I can anyway. I don't know why that is. I thought you could just be able to do one after the other, to be honest. So here's where it's in. Just say now before we go into it. My voice has been pretty bad for the last, well, very bad in fact, for the last couple of days. So, it doesn't seem too bad at the moment. But if I do start to lose my voice halfway through, I will carry on as best I can. So, you will muddle on through. Right. Oh, it's a heavy yes at the moment. Very heavy yes at the moment. I'm not allowed to play, so I'm not allowed to have a go. Why can't I see? Well, it's changed its view. I can usually see better than that. I can usually see who's like gone on it, who's done it. Why can't I see it? Oh well. Doesn't matter too much. So, James, you were the 9K. Okay. I think that's a great shout. It doesn't count if you deliberately let him go 8th and you 9th, James. Okay. Goonie, you're the 5K. Okay. Awesome. So at the moment, Moomin, everybody has full 100% faith in you. So would I, to be honest. So would I, if I was allowed to play. So, what else have I got? I just need to double check me wrap as well. Yeah, I'm going to put on live timing, otherwise it won't work, will it? Here we go. Oh no, Whoopi's put 3K on as well, Moomin. So that's now a lot of pressure on you now. That's now 17,635 channel points. All on yes. I don't know what you win because nobody's better know, but I don't know what you win. I think it's just done at evens, isn't it? If nobody goes no, it goes higher if people put on the other one. So, right, what time is it? Oh, it is 8 o'clock. So we should be. Yeah, good night, Dad. We should be readying up any moment. So you always wait for an admin to tell you guys. Usually James or Whale or Corey or Oozers. One of those guys. Just wait for them to tell you. Don't do it yourselves. High five from me. Okay, yeah, okay. High five from me if you win, Moomin. I don't know. I don't know if that actually, like, you know, encourages you or not, but many of your files were deleted recently. Click to open. No, I know they were. That's because I had to update my app and it deleted all the previous stuff. A sandwich at tier 1. Oh, you lucky boy. Will I get into Q2 tonight, Hilly? It's looking pretty tough right now. Glitch, I always have faith in you. I think you can make Q2. Of course I do. At the moment, we only seem to have 16 drivers. I don't know what's going on. We shouldn't really be waiting about, really. To be honest, it is time to go. Let me get onto the Discord a second to find out what's going on. Sometimes we will wait if somebody's actually saying that, you know, they're trying to get on and there's some sort of issue, not letting them sort of get on. Then we might wait for them. But if somebody's just running late, then they just have to join in qualifying usually. But I don't know, so that's why I'm having a look at Discord. Just bear with me. Oh, I think we're ready enough. Okay, so we are at 16 at the moment. She knows I was joining in practice, in qualifying even. But at the moment, as it stands, only one driver would be eliminated during qualifying. One, so still all to play for because also you don't want to be that one driver, but. Oh, a high five on the bottom. Ooh. I'm getting saucy now, Whoopie. No one has to worry about little old me. I'm slow. Oh, Dartmart. No, nobody is going to fall for that. Alright? Nobody's going to fall for that. We know that's not true about you. You are always good for a top 10, and you're usually good for a bit higher than that as well. So, in fact, you can usually challenge for podiums on your day. So, it's Carsey and Danny out there tonight. We know they're going to be up fighting for podiums, and I think there's another one as well. Don't think we've seen the fastest of Eli just yet, who was E69. And I've got a feeling Iceman. Oh no, Mr. Insomniac. Sorry, that's the other one. I've got a feeling You might have a bit of piss about him. I don't lie. I do not lie, don't Mike. He's trying to pull one over on you guys. Don't let him do it. Trying to pull the wall over your eyes. Right, let's get some details up. So we are at Bahrain. Bahrain. Which I believe me and Gunnar are driving next Monday, and possibly James, possibly others as well. It's I think we got a race there next Monday. But next up for me personally will be Mexico on Thursday, which I've just done a bit of time trial on and improved my time by half a second nearly. So no, not half. Yeah, 4 attempts it was. So we're not far off half a second. Quite pleased with that. But in a way. First 8 on track then is Corey, formerly known as Chunky Emperor, now just simply Corey. Well, WAOF1 Corey actually, but there you go. Any leagues that you see on the people's names that are driving, by the way, they're all good leagues. So, well, there ain't many actually. Now I've just looked down the list. There isn't many of them, is there? You got WAOF1, which is obviously where we are at the moment. But other than that, HRF1 Gunnar, HRF1 very good league, drives Sunday and Mondays. That's where we'll be racing next week. Iceman's retired. Iceman's retired. Well, that's just ruined qualifying. That just ruined qualifying one. Everybody's through. Actually, no, don't listen to me there. Bowden, Monkeys, and Ozers, you definitely need to set times because you'll blow him. So, there we go. Any other leagues? Now, Dartmark is part of, runs RRF1 and TSD. Don't know what RF1 stands for. TSD is the Sunday Drive, so they're also both very good leagues if you wanted to look those up. I can't remember exactly what nights they drive. I know Saturday nights for RRF1, but I think they do Mondays and Wednesdays as well. And the Sunday Drive, well, I'm going to take a wild stab and reckon that the Sunday drives on Sunday. Oh, look, somebody's gone no. 10 channel points on no. Who went no? Come on. Own up, who went no? I bet it was Moomin. he's gonna finish outside the top 8 and take all of those channel points off the other people now. I don't know if it works like that, but if it does, I'd be tempted. Like Corey then through sector 1 on the first hot lap, already into sector 2. Let's go the other cam, shall we? It's much better for qualifying, I find. To the difficult, long braking left-hander. I think because this is like the classic sort of opening Grand Prix now, I would probably say that this is probably the track that people do more than any other, I would suggest, in league racing in a way. I mean, I might be wrong, but well, leagues always put this track in, and they usually start the seasons with it, so I would imagine this track would probably drive more than any other as league races. ERF's open over the line, 131.222, that is on the medium tyre. James just around the penultimate corner. A real mixture of corners and straight lines here, in the sense of long straights. I mean, which if you're watching commentator around here before, you'll know it's, like I've said many times in the past, it does make it difficult to set up for around here. 137.98 from James, 139.02 from Moomin. Corey, we saw Monkeys 132.154. Mr. Insomniac in the Williams just coming around the penultimate corner. So getting down to the final corner now, and all looking good. Look like he's going to trouble that top four, but where does he go? He goes 2.5 on the 33.886. But with Iceman retiring for whatever reason. Okay, I've just noticed we've been bumped up to 17, so we've got another driver out there now, and it may be this one, Bowden, actually. So, Bowden 130.5 on the softs. Glitch. That's why in Q1, don't, you know, unless you've got the admins literally telling you to retire in the Discord, I'd always suggest don't do it. Iceman, I reckon, is retired because he just wants to start from the back. His first race tonight. Oh, he was on a lap then. Looks like WAOF might be. He's coming up to a couple of cars. Get nicely out of the way for him. Quite early in the lap here, going into turn 4. He's out a bit wide. And turning. Little quick left, right, left. That will... Well, it hasn't invalidated, but he's backed right out of the time, so that is going to be a lap which he was up on there. He seems to have let... is that a Ferrari? No, it's a Red Bull. He seems to have let a Red Bull through. That must have been Bowden, surely. Yeah, had to be. Okay. Who else we got out there then? Mamo. Mamo. Guys, if you that are watching, if there is any issues with sound or anything like that for the stream, just let me know. I was messing around last week with my actual microphone, which I've still not got up and running yet, but it meant I changed a few of my settings, and I couldn't remember what I changed, so I put it back. So if there's any issues, let me know. But I think it sounds okay to me, so I think it's all right. Mamo here. Rents this fast, flat-out right-hander. Certainly a quality flat-out. It is flat out, you can easily take it flat out in the race, but it is one of those long, sort of flat-out corners like that. They really do hurt your tyres. So, you know, unless you're having to drive absolutely flat out, it is a good idea just to have a little lift through those sorts of corners, if you can. So Mamo then 1:29.756 sets a new benchmark by 8 tenths. He's driving extremely slowly. I think he's just letting drivers through. I don't think he's got a problem. I think he's just letting drivers through. Here's Ozers. So just coming up to the end of sector 2. McLaren lets him through nicely. Head down to the final corner. Here he comes, 1:29.679 goes fastest, Ozers. P1 at the moment. For the owner. Be out there now, he's on mediums. They're just still going really, really slow. I don't know what the problem is, but I mean, his fuel light's not flashing. Let me check Discord, see if he's said anything now. I don't know. No. See any reason he'd be going slow like that? Here's Gunnar. Can't see anything from him in Discord suggesting why he's doing that. He's still stuck in that same place. Schooner goes fastest 129.409. We're out there now. Still struggling down that straight. Has he got a puncture? That's the only other thing I can think, but I can't see anything. I can't see a puncture. He's not going for a lap, is he? He's heading back to the pits. Unless Jim... No, he's staying out on track. What's he doing? Okay. Now he's speeding up. I've got no idea what's going on there, guys. Those are just retired out. I think he's happy with the lap he's done. That should see him through quite comfortably. I reckon Ditch was just being silly, but now he's going to find out that there's an extra driver on track, and so that's not going to get him through. So, anyway. So I don't quite see this first split sign. Let's just stick with Brandon. Looks like he's driving properly. His energy's definitely going down. Coming up to the end of sector 2 now. How is his split time? 6 tenths up on his previous time. That puts him at the 29.9 area. Stanley goes fastest 29.2. Bowden surely going to improve to a time that will make him feel comfortable about getting through here. Yeah, improves for 6 tenths. That's 29.920. And into P5 in the south. I think that's more than comfortable for him. Mark. It's on the board. I think Carsey's out. Oh, Carsey's a little bit ahead of us actually, so let's go to Carsey. He's using the medium tyres. Final corner, is it just going to be one of those days where Carsey just goes fastest despite the medium tyres, or is that a bit much to ask, do you think? No, he does go fastest, 129.184 on the medium tyres. Goes Carsey. That will see him through comfortably. Just got to Dartmouth, just across the line. He's gone P7, 130.1. Don't think there's many squeaky bumps on that. I think that should be okay for Dartmouth. Just Eli at the moment, who is just crossing the line to start the lap. So let's do a hilly hop lap with him. As he heads down to turn 1, DRS open. Heavy braking, just ever so slightly before the 100-metre board. And back to second, should up to third and 3-4 for the exit turn 2 and 3. Then DRS open again. We head up now to turn 4. Keep your car nice and left for the entry. Open up the entry. Open up the steering on the exit and get the best exit we can. Then we head through the series left, right, left. Most important part I find of this part of those corners is to be accelerating through the final part. That will give you the best time through those corners. Then late braking into the right hander, late apex will enable you to open up steering that a little bit earlier again. Difficult to break down for this left hander if you're If you're not an ABS player, if you don't use ABS, then what we should all be doing ideally, but it's very difficult. And this very fast left-hander, taking in 4-4, fifth that, and it's important to get on the power correctly on the exit. Flats out through the right and then break down to usually about fourth for the penultimate right-hander, and we head down the second last straight and into the final corner, which will be another fourth gear, I'd imagine. Oh, third for Eli. Opens up the steering, gets on the power, and you'll get a tiny little DRS moment before the line. 130.179 on a medium tyre. That should see him through in P9. Is Corey, who, if you remember back, was first out on track earlier in the session and used the mediums at that point. Looks like he's just gotten a little bit tight for him, so he's just gone out there to consolidate his position. Just going to miss James actually, he's just going around the final corner just ahead of Corey. James goes P8, Corey will cross the line just behind him. And that's P14 for Corey. So, quite a bit faster though than the next driver. So, again, he may well be fine on that, but I'm sure he would have liked to have seen an extra place or two. So, Glitch just heading out on night lap by the looks of it. He low tyres. As it stands, Mr. Insomniac still in the pits. Let's see the timer. Only 35 seconds left. So, yeah, Mr. Insomniac isn't going to try and improve. Tyres out. So it's between Glitch and Mr. Insomniac to get through the Q2 for the final place. So 131.9 to beat for Glitch. Sometimes when you leave it late like this, sometimes you know you're going to have the pace to beat the lap, and no offence to Mr. Insomniac, but I think that's the case here for Glitch. But all of a sudden your mind just starts saying to yourself, don't invalidate, don't invalidate, don't invalidate, and you start saying it to yourself over and over again. Quite often you talk yourself into invalidating. Let's see if that haunts Glitch here, but so far so good. Unfortunately, I can't see split compared to others, so I don't know how well he's actually improving. Okay, I think, yeah, 31-1, we'll see him through. So, Glitch did it? I don't know. Yeah, he is, 15th, yeah, so he does go through ahead of Mr. Insomniac. Speed trap difference I like to give you in that session, 328 is the highest in the speed trap, that's kilometers an hour. That is Whale, who is fastest through the speed trap. Slowest through the speed trap at the moment is Joint, actually, by quite a lot of drivers on 321, including Carty. although he was on the medium tyres, so softs with the extra grip should probably give it a little bit extra straight line speed. Here we go. Oh, I didn't get the control all the way through them. That disappeared pretty quickly. It's unlucky then to the guys it drops out. One driver chose to start from the back, and he'll be starting P17. It's just Mr. Iceman, I think his name was, and yes, there we go. So into P2, your channel points are safe at the moment. At the moment, see what I did there? Moment. Oh, come on, hard cried. I reckon that's quite good. Moment. It was an absolute complete accident. I didn't mean to say it, but I reckon that's quite good. Moving is through. Yeah, early doors yet, but I think it's certainly looking like Carsey is probably favourite. Danny is up there as well. It's the usual suspects at the top that you kind of expect to see there. We've got a few drivers coming out onto track now. Looks like there's a Haas and a McLaren really tight. Oh, the Haas doesn't want the limelight. Eli doesn't want the limelight, so he's giving it away to the McLaren, which I assume is Gunnar. Gunnar always likes to hog the limelight. There you go. He's like a, I don't know, he's like a diva. He's got to have this little bit of time in the... So, do I have any information regarding tyres? Yeah, quite often you see at the start of Q2 drivers going out on used sets from Q1, and that is the case at the moment. From what I can see, everybody that's gone out on track so far is on a used set. I can't see any fresh ones at all. Yeah, in fact, no, they are definitely all on used sets at the moment. Sad end. He does, Whoopi, he does. He's a little drama queen, and he likes to get his stream time in, show off. Here he goes, at the final corner then. What can he do for us? Gone by Q1, I think the cut-off's probably going to be in the low 130s here. I'd say that for definite, but it may even be high 29s, but we'll see. Certainly one of the ones which is capable of going a lot lower than that, or quicker than that. So he approaches a bit of traffic, which actually happens to be his teammates. Whether him and Whoopi's going to try and set this up, that Whoopi might give him a tow down. Not so much here. It's not so beneficial here, although this is where he's going to get it. Look, I'd rather Whoopi give it for the penultimate straight and then the last straight. To be honest, every little helps, I guess. If Tesco are listening, yes, I did use every little helps. So yeah, a few, free shopping for a year or something like that wouldn't go amiss. Tesco, please, thank you. To the penultimate straight, into the final corner, and looking good, I think. Gunnar, haven't seen anything glaring in terms of mistakes from him. It's 29.6 from Gunnar. That's the sort of lap I think we'll be safe, but it could be a little bit of squeaky bum time towards the end of the session. 30.4 from Corey, 30.8 from Well, 30.7 from Eli. Movement 29.6, Danny's on right lap. Let's go to Mamo. Again, everybody on used. Actually, I think Whoopi's on fresh tyres for his lap. I'm not sure about Danny as well. Actually, no, he's still on his outlap and he's on 5%, so no, he's unused, I would say. Oh, whale's out. What has happened to the whale? Did whale die? Oh dear. Whale snuffed it. Whoopi was taking that corner at a very strange angle, so I'm not convinced. I don't know what's going on there. Rat's out of it, maybe. Maybe he had to because of the crash with whale. Not crash with whale, I don't mean he crashed with whale. I mean, there's a Haas coming down here. Is that Haas doing anything? No, it's just Eli. White mark, maybe. He might be on the lap. He is absolutely, definitely on used tyres. So I'd say the tyres that he's possibly done 2 runs on these, but the fact he's on 13% on these tyres. So he comes into the pitch just ahead of him, gets us a little bit of DRS. And goes P8, 130.7. Will definitely need to come out again. But a lot of the time, you're just using these used tyres in your first run in Q2 simply to get a delta on the board. This is Danny then. Just going through that fast sequence of corners. He runs out very, very wide. That's going to ruin the lap. I'd noticed actually he made a mistake earlier in the lap where he'd got a bit of a oversteer coming out. I think it was turn 2. So I don't think it's going to be one of his best laps anyway. Who else we got? Whoopi's invalidated. Not having a great start to Q2, Whoopi. Aston looks like he might be moving a little bit. Also has to be Dark Mark as well, as already died in this session. Well's usually watching the stream. If you are well, then let us know what happened. So I have no idea what happened yet. So that does come back to the pits. Who else we got out there? Danny gonna come and have another go. Looks like he is. Danny then. Much better that time through turns 1 and 2. Just over a tenth up from the previous lap that he did attempt. That is the moment there where the previous lap went wrong, so the times will be hugely improved from here on. Up to the end of sets of 2 now. See what he's like here. 18.5 seconds up, so 134. Obviously needs to take a lot more off yet. Will do in a way. Right, the final corner. Here he comes. Where does he go? It's 129.1. That puts him fastest in the session so far. by exactly 3/10 over Moomin. Can switch out the car seat. Who's now on the soft tyres. We know these are a fresh set because we only use mediums in Q1. According to my Delta, he's flying. Absolutely flying. I don't know how much I could trust the Delta though on my little app here, so let's find out in just a moment. Has a little bit of a lock-up going into the final corner, but deals with it nicely. And across, oh my goodness me. Yeah, I could trust the Delta on my screen. That's the sort of time I was expecting going by the Delta on my screen, but I wasn't thinking it was real. But, oof. Oof. Everybody else's heads just dropped massively. Including mine. Oh, goodness me. Oh! Ozers is spinning around. Spin me right round, Ozers right round. There comes Dan. Gunnar, another go. No, Gunnar's already had another go. He's gone 29-0. He's improved ahead of Danny. I can't believe Christ has just done 27-8 due to. Is he going to be capable of in Q3? So, monkeys, what can he do today? Has he had his bananas? Saw the gifts in the Discord before of monkeys eating their bananas, so I think he has. The extra energy, the extra potassium going to get him through. It's ever so slightly down through sets of 2. Very, very tiny amount. Oh, into the pits. Well. As Gunnar retires out, feels he's done enough. Yeah, usually if you're 1.2 seconds away from Carson, you've done enough. So. What? So, Whoopi to cross the line then. So done 29.5. Yeah, that puts him P6. But he's 8 attempts ahead of the drop zone, or of the 11th place driver, which is James, who is on the lap at the moment. Just started the lap actually, so we'll stay with him. Bottas sets a 1 split line. He is almost quarter of a second up. Good for a split from James. Everybody apart from Monkey. Oh no, take that back. I was going to say everybody apart from Monkey's on an out lap, but or a hot lap, but they're in the drop zone. But Monkey's is out now, so everybody either on an out lap or a hot lap that's currently in the drop zone. Going to be fast and furious, I feel. James then on his way down. How does he feel about the lap? It looks alright, in all fairness, the laps look good. It is good. It's 29.3, that puts him into P5. And ahead of Whoopi, who's already down to P8. And maybe starting to feel like maybe he could be in a bit of trouble. You'd be pretty glad that Bowden is already finished. Which is driving. I don't know why he glitches out on the medium tyres, but Moomin, by the way, currently P7. is Dark Mark, who could definitely upset a few things here. Still don't know what happened to Whale. So there's the checkered flag. And who we got? I was sticking with Dark Mark, but we've got some other drivers coming around. I think this is Moomin. He's heading to the pits. Alpha Tauri, which has changed. We've seen him complete his lap. In which case Dark Mark was the next driver in a way. So we'll go back to him. So the end of sector 2 and he's 7 tenths up. That puts him literally on a 1 minute 30.020. So which would actually put him in P10, 1,000th ahead of Oozers, so we'll want to find a little bit more. Oh, and he has a little moment coming out the final corner. What's that done? He still found a little bit more time, and he does go P10 ahead of Oozers. Oozers is also on a lap. Somebody else first. Corey on his way around the final corner. And I think Monkeys is the next one. 29.6 for Corey. He goes P9 ahead of Bowden. Monkeys out the final corner. 30.3 goes P13. Ozer's 6 tenths up. He does it, 29.3. I think that's not take Bowden. So Ozers goes P5. Nice lap from Ozers. At the death there, but I think that's not take Bowden. We'll get confirmation now. It has indeed. I didn't realise, but Eli has a 5-place grid penalty. So wherever he qualifies, he will start 5 places lower. Okay, so we say unlucky then to Bowden, Dartmark, Monkeys, Whale, and Glitch. So was the 5-place grid penalty anything to do with Whale's retirement? Absolutely no idea, guys. I can't tell you, unfortunately, as nobody's replying to me, so nobody's telling me. It says illegal blocking. So it doesn't say a collision or anything. So yeah, probably a silly thing. Actually, it quite often is. Even if a driver's not on a hot lap, it sometimes gives that penalty out. So. Thanks for that image, Whoopi. And Moomin. Well, look, it's not that. I'm offering a generous odds today. That's all. You've got to do this sometimes to keep people interested. You see, Moomin. Keep them doing it. I think they've actually got a chance, and then tear their hopes away from them in one foul swoop. Welcome to Hilly's cheerful stream tonight. Anyway, we are into the pole position shootout. 10 drivers: James, Whoopi, Danny, Mamo, Corey, Carsey, Eli, Gooner, Moomin, and Ozers. We do know that Eli will not be pole position. If he was to finish P1, he would start P6. So let's find the driver who was out first. Oh, look, it's Gooner. He's hogging the limelight again. Better not start my chocolate mousse, actually, Whoopi. My chocolate mousse is in the fridge, so if you've taken it out, if you've pinched it and then sat on it, I'm not going to be happy, right? Second place shootout, yes, yeah, you're probably right. Let's be honest. That's a 27-8 in bloody Q2. What's the guy on? Whatever it is, I want some of it. So then, Gunnar. Come on, Gunnar, get on with it. Don't know, he's doing this bloody heating the tyres thing up. Get on with it. What's wrong with you? Right, Gunnar is... Everybody that's out on the lap at the moment, except Corey, is on fresh tyres. He's the only one that's gone out on worn tyres for the first run. I say that, I can't see Ozers or Parsi or AlphaTauri, who's the AlphaTauri James. So they may be on used sets, I don't know. Can't tell you that one. Have it hidden from me. That's a cute line, so it's like a different line into that difficult left-hander than what we see the likes of Danny or Parsi taking. I do know Gunnar he does use ABS, and I think he uses medium traction as well, so I suppose there is every chance that he may use slightly different lines, to be fair. So, just double checking actually that, yeah, that is right. So, here he comes in, 28.9. That's a good start to the session from Gunnar. Corey 130.2, trying to get the relay. 128.7 goes fastest for now. Next McLaren, Whoopi on his way to the line. And there is an Alfa Romeo. Ozers, oh, I just missed it. P4 for Ozers, 129.7. Whoopi was 29.1. Here is Moomin, goes P5 on 29.7. RC 27.971 on his first run. There's a Merc of Mamo on his way. I can only assume that Danny must have invalidated his first run. He's gone on to a second attempt. Mamo heads to the line, 29.060. That puts him P4. James out the final corner. He's heading for the pits. Something didn't quite go right for James in that lap. Danny now, what I assume is a second attempt on these tyres now. No, they're only on 2%. No, I think he might have just come out later than everybody else actually, and so he's probably on an out lap when they were on hot laps. So Danny just on his way down to the final corner. Can he rival Carsey today? To be fair, can he beat Eli or Gunnar in that P2 this week? So they're looking good. And he does go P2, but it's only a 28.6, which is an amazing lap. But it does leave him looking like he could potentially be vulnerable to Eli and Gunnar, and maybe Mamo, and maybe Whoopi as well. So, as things stand, Moomin P8. Ooh, on the first run he's P8. What an invalidation could mean on his final run. Oh. Of course, I would never want you to invalidate Moomin, but if you ever are going to invalidate, now would be a good time. Just saying. Just saying. Ah, I'm saying, yeah, definitely. Definitely. Might smooth me throat a little bit as well. It's making me quick. Right, let's go to one of those two cars. What's to say? I think they are. Actually, yeah, James has already been back to the pits. He's got a new set of tyres and he's back out again. just double check what I've just said. Is he actually on a new set? Oh, I can't tell you because he's got that. You can't see his tyre wear. In terms of the speed trap in this session so far, Corey the fastest through the speed trap, 326, 321. Once again, multiple drivers on 321 are the joint slowest, and that is James that we're on board with, although he's not completed a full lap yet. Mamo, Gunnar, and Carsey. James back to the pits once again. Maybe decided he hasn't got enough time to set a lap, get back round and get in again for a final run, perhaps. Maybe opted to pit instead this time round. He's just misjudged his the time that he had left, I don't know. But I've just gone to Eli here, he's on the way out the pits. We are coming down to the 4-minute mark in this session, so it's going to start getting a little bit frantic. I will try and bring you as much of the laps as I can. And the two Haas out together. Oh, are they working together? I don't think they are. I can't imagine they are, because I'm sure Eli's in a party chat with Whale and Ozers and James and Corey and that, so, and probably Carsey, I'd imagine, but Moomin doesn't usually join that chat, so. Bit of a lock up there from Eli. Ideal for an out lap, you don't want to be flat spotting the tyre. So where can Eli actually go? I know on his first out a couple of weeks back he showed some very good pace, but it didn't quite come through for him on the night. But he's a bit higher in quality this time round, as it stands right now. Obviously, his final runs to go. Here he comes then, to start his final run of qualifying. Let's see. Oh, as he needs that. Yeah, the Mercs noticed him, thank goodness. The RS Open, heading up to turn 4 now. Ever so slightly down in sets of 1, but it's very, very small amount. Too bad through sets of 2 so far. Here's a car nice and right. Just, yeah, exit wasn't smooth. And he is 3.5 tenths up. It's down now to the final corner. That is enough that it would put him back into P2. Yeah, 28.4 puts him P2 for the moment. Eli, nice lap. Newman would have been next. He improves by 3 tenths, goes P7. Ooh, it's going to leave us on tenterhooks for the channel points. Here is Carsey's final run. Then let's watch the man at work. Go any well, he's already been faster in Q2, isn't he? But can he just blow us all away? once again in this final run. He's only just short of a 10th up through sets of 1. That's the end of set 2 now. It's looked good. No flags, but that's just cars minding out the way. And he's almost a quarter of a second up. Gained, in total, he gained 0.090 through sets of 1, 0.144 through sets of 2. Oh, that's invalidated. Oh, he's just snatched the steering wheel left a little bit too much. He would have improved to a 27.778, but that was invalidated. Does that leave him vulnerable? We shall see. Danny makes a line. I think that was a Merc. Crashed over to the right hand side there, which would have been Mamo. Danny improves by a 10th, but doesn't displace Eli. Gunnar coming out the final corner. James has just gone P5. We've got to go to Regis, guys. We've got to watch Ozers at the final corner because he is the only one that could perhaps do this and displace Mamo. Moomin even. He does displace Moomin. Moomin has not done it. He is not in the top 8. Oh my goodness me. He's going to get shouted at. Moomin qualifies P9 and the house wins again. Oh, Moomin, I love you. I'll give you that 20 quid later. There we go. There we go, Moomin just getting pushed into the pits, but that is the end of qualifying. Obviously, it's a massive congratulations to Carsey. 27.971 was good enough in the end. Just invalidated at the final corner on the final run there. Just slightly off track, but there we go. Carsey takes pole position. Eli in P2, Danny P3, Gunnar in 4, James in 5, Mamo 6, Ozers in P7, but most importantly, knocks Moomin down to P9 on that final lap. Thank you, Ozers. Whoopi P8, Moomin in P9, and Corey in P10. Quickly look at the race director. 4 warnings. This and next lap. Carsey. That was that at the end there. Carsey Whoopi looks like he did the same thing maybe as well. But there we go. So that is qualifying, guys. Any drivers listening, please remember, do not ready up. An admin will ready up when it's time. They will also tell you in chat what time that will be. So just wait for an admin. There we go. Longest advertised break. Oh, God. I still haven't sorted that out, have I? Sorry. Yeah, well, yeah, it looks like everybody's on the advert break at the moment. Apart from the subscribers, of course. Yes, well, people did. No, I forgot to sort it out. It's defaulted. I'll explain that in a bit. Anyway, guys, we're gonna have a quick break before the race, as we always do. So, please take a moment, grab yourselves a drink, you know, whatever, and I'm gonna grab myself a quick coffee. I'll be back in time for the race. See you in a couple of minutes. Bye bye. Okay, guys, back with you. Yeah, sorry about the ads there, Whoopi. I think everybody's finished ads now, so it should all be back. Guys, I do apologise. I meant to sort that out, I must admit, but obviously forgot. So I will try and remember to do it before the next stream, which will be Friday. Unless I can find a stream to do on Wednesday, I will. Depends if I'm bothered or not. But yeah, no, I'll try and remember to sort that out, guys. I did forget. Yeah, I don't know why, but I can only assume it's done it during an update or something like that to Twitch, and it's reset it to do it. So, in a way, you could say it's a good thing, because it does it once an hour. You get those ads. So, in all fairness, I don't know. You can look at it this way. You can either have like it is now, where it's 3 minutes worth of ads once an hour, and once they're done, that's it for the hour. Or you can have 1 minute of ads every 20 minutes. So, you know, it's not as much in one go, but obviously still getting the same amount of ads overall. I can't put it any lower, guys. If I put any lower, I get a lower amount from the advertisements from Twitch. So you are, Whoopi, but my voice isn't very good tonight in a way. It's still rough, so it's not a big thing. Is that right? Okay, and why is it raining on the windows? Does anybody notice this? It's raining on the windows. I've never seen this before. Why is it doing that? Or is that supposed to be reflections of about 1 billion photographs being taken by the fans in the stands across from the windows? I don't think they're snapping away like that, are they? Come on. Right, so here we go then. Into the race we are going. Formation lap first, of course. Let's get a few details up. So, looks like most starting on the hards. Let's have a quick check on that. Yeah, so the majority of drivers have opted for the hard tyres. In general, guys, the fastest strategy tends to be hard to medium. Pretty much every track that I can think of. But, yeah. Of course, it does leave you vulnerable for a wrongly timed safety car where medium starters can switch to hards, but you can't switch to mediums to get to the end of the race. So there's always that possibility. But I guess you can't just set up like that. You've got to... You know, you've got to sort of try and... You've got to go with what would be best. On the other hand, you could also look at it in the other sense of once you started with the hard tyres and they're out of the way. I did forget, of course, Eli, of course, had the 5-place grid penalty, so he did drop to P7. That didn't affect the moving result, unfortunately, guys, so he did still stay P9, because Eli was P2, and drops to P7, so it is actually done. So choose the outcome was no. Oh, dearie me. There we go, that's been paid out, guys, to the one person that put 10 on no. It just made an absolute killing. Goodness me. I don't think it'd tell me. It can't. No, it doesn't tell me. Why didn't it tell me? Oh, see details. Hang on. What's that? It was Dark Mark. Oh, Dark Mark, you hedged your bets. I like it. So 17,655 channel points go to Dark Mark. Hedged his bets. What a man. Clever. Right, anyway, we are lining up on the grid. How do I get rid of that now? There we go. Excellent. Right, okay, guys. Good luck to all the drivers. As we get ready to get going, we have Carsey on the right, Danny on the left, Gunnar in the McLaren just behind Carsey, with James just behind Danny. Lights are all on. Out they go and away we go in Bahrain. It looked to me like Carsey moved pretty well, and Gunnar as well may get a little run on Danny, although Danny comes across the track and will box Gunnar in a little bit. Will that give James the opportunity maybe? Carsey looks like he's held on to the lead. Never easy to do at Bahrain. It's a long, long old way down to the first corner, so very easy to lose the position. But as was from the start at the moment, let's get a few. Let me just change the details to position changes for the start. Eli's just nipped ahead of Mamo. This bit here, which is gone very, very tight. As Bowden sticks the car on the inside there. Is everybody doing okay at the moment? Looks like everybody's gotten away fine. Touch wood as I say that, but looks like everybody's okay. And, in terms of movers, the highest gain is actually only 3 places, so Whoopi and Monkeys both up 3. Biggest loss is 5 places, which was Ozer's. As you can see, definitely the one stop the quicker option here, by the way. Did try a 2-stop myself, but it turned out it really was quite a bit slower. So looks like Mr. Insomniac's had a little moment around at the back, coming out of that penultimate corner. This car, she sets fastest lap, of course, on the first lap. You'd expect. Once we actually get going, if Danny can stay close to Carsey like this, they could end up just switching positions through the race. It looks like James was having a little battle there with Whoopi and has come out on top, so if we're going to get another opportunity to check into turn 4. Not quite by the looks of it, but Eli actually is having a look at Whoopi. Be inside. Hang on, Eli, you need to be leaving room, buddy, on the exits. So, continue on they will. I just needs to be a bit careful. He was almost forced Whoopi off track there, which would have led to a penalty. It's very tight at the moment. Very easy when it's like this to know exactly where to look. Bowden at the inside there of Corey. Nice move from Bowden, slipping on the harder tyre. And I think Mr. Insomniac must have had to a pit after that instantly penultimate corner he's had, but he is still going. Oh, what's going on up there? This is Mamo having a look at Whoopi to the inside of turn 1. Still battling away. Nice bit of battling from the pair of them, actually. And in the end, it looks like Mamo's got him. Not giving up just yet, and he has got a little run on the outside here, Whoopi. And may get the better exit. But no, Mamo in the end holds on. Whoopi looked like he was a little out of sorts on the exit, actually. And had to back off in the end, but nice bit of racing from the pair of them. Very tight at the moment, still everybody going very well indeed. He's Whoopi and Bowden. Is Bowden going to get an opportunity? Not quite, I don't think here. But we are heading on to the main straight, and surely you would think he's going to get a run. Looks like Whoopi was getting a good tow. Both had DRS, of course. Actually got a decent little look of Mamo getting ahead of James there for P5. Getting a run this time round. Into turn 4. Mamo. Question now for Mamo will be, can he get away somehow? Get to the lead of these guys as we've got a caution. It's an Alfa Romeo. Oh, it's Ozers. Oh no, Ozers. It looked like it was on the exit of turn 4, I think. Just having a look. I can't see any obvious signs of damage. Don't think he's got damage. I just check the app. Nope, damage free. In fact, just to confirm that everybody at the moment is damage free. So no worries like that. Whoopi has gone ahead of James there, just while I was watching Ozers. Looks like James could be under attack from Bowden as well. Bowden, oh dear. James has ended up round. I'll be honest, guys, I'm not 100% sure if that was a contact or whether James just caught the inside curb in trying to protect the position. But again, I don't think there's any damage. No, there isn't. So, should be going past the pits, I think. As Whoopi gets ahead, and looks like Bowden's having a go as well. So, Mamo actually loses 2 places there to Whoopi and Bowden. Always battling to allow Corey right onto the back of them as well, which he'd be pretty pleased with. I don't think he'd be in any massive rush to try and get past them. He'd just quite happy to sit with them, to be honest, at the moment, I think. On lap 5 now, the tyres should be fine, really, I don't think. Well, I'll be absolutely honest with you guys. The mediums, there doesn't seem to be any difference in the tyre wear. Yeah, I mean, the guys on the mediums are 17 to 19%. It's exactly the same as the hards. The lowest hards is 16% and the highest is 19%, so they're ranging between the same amounts. As we've got a yellow flag, I think that's Mr. Insomniac. So, on his own at the moment at the back, but whatever happened, he's recovered and can continue on. No problem at all. Bowden on the back of Whoopi. Is he going to get a chance? This will be Bowden's first chance, really, to get to the front of this group. Should be a guaranteed one. There's no real way Whoopi can defend this. So, Brandon gets that place. Whoopi may get a chance back to come back at him to turn 4. Brandon defends the inside, so Whoopi's going to have to go to the outside. Round they come. Oh, Bowden's ended up round. He needs to be a bit careful here. He's just rejoined the track. Got to be a bit careful. Can't see any obvious signs of that. Again, I don't think anybody's got any damage. So far, the spins that have occurred, whether through contact or individual errors, have gotten away being damage-free. Apart from possibly Mr. Insomniac, because he did pit at the start. He's just pitted into the pit line there as well and has retired from the race. Mr. Insomniac, hopefully you read the rules, and please make sure you take a picture of the damage that you have that is forcing you to retire, please. The stewards will need to see it. So, Danny, first time since the start of the race, pretty much, that we've seen these guys. Here we go, and there's that car returning to track. It looks ghosted at the moment. They often don't ghost. It always worries me when they right back out on track like this. It's going to put off to the side there, but it looks like that AI car. They don't always ghost, so that they did here. So at the moment, Stanley was pretty close to Carsey that time round, but he's not made any attempt to actually go past, so I think just biding the time, no real rush to get past at the moment. Save the energy, rather than using it. Sees a bit of a lock-up from Carsey there into the left-hander. He like going around kind of on his own at the moment, really. Same for Gunnar. And he's actually ended up, since that spin for Bowden, he's ended up in a nice little sort of area on his own as well. So, Corey even leads the battle for sixth at the moment between him and Mamo, but a little bit like the guys at the front. They're close to each other, but nobody too close behind. Really don't want to get involved in the battling. As that often happens, the front two, along with one or two others, but the front two really looking after their ERS. They're not in any rush to use it at all. Mamo also is looking after his ERS. Looks content at the moment to sort of use Corey as a way of doing that. What I mean by that is what he's doing is sort of holding on to the back of Corey. Corey's medium tires at the moment still okay. Mediums have just gone slightly hard in the hards now. Still not a big difference. Mediums are around the 30% mark now, whereas the hards are more sort of 25, 26. We've got a safety car. Sorry, I was looking away at my app. I've got absolutely no idea what that's for. Is there anybody with damage? Usually that's a way to tell. Nope, according to the app, nobody's got damage. Does anybody know what this safety car is even for? They're all as was. As at A. As at A. Well, guys, medium tire starters are going to be in for the hards. This is really badly timed for the hard tire starters. This is early to go to mediums. This is a real pain for the guys that started on hards. They don't really have a choice. They can't just stay out on the hards, so they do need to come in. There's no point in staying out. So I guess they come in, stick the mediums on, and try and get to the end. Let's bring the tyres up so you guys can see. Well, Carsey's gone to the softs. So that tells you, that is basically Carsey saying, like, we can't get to the end on mediums from here. So I'm going to go soft. Probably soft, I'd imagine. Might be soft medium. I'd imagine soft. And as you can see, he's not the only one. But there are going to be some guys, so Danny's going to try it. He's going to try going to the end on the mediums, as is Gunnar, as is Whoopi. So it's in really difficult territory. I don't think it's impossible, but I mean, yeah, they're going to be seriously hurting at the end. They will be in sort of puncture territory at the end of the race if you go to the end on mediums from here. Will depend a little bit on how long the safety car stays out. This safety car, Mr. Sonhat, this is why you don't retire from races. You'd be right on the back now. You'd be back in the race, right on the back. Again, I've got absolutely no idea what caused that, guys. Nobody seemed to have damage. Sometimes a safety car can be caused by a front wing coming off or something, but so I looked on the app, there's no signs of any damage, unless it's to one of the cars that haven't got it open to me, then I can't tell, unfortunately. But, there we go. So say that the Monkeys picked up a penalty somewhere there. Now, is it a 5 seconds? It is. which means he should probably pit to get rid of that. It will cost him 3 places ultimately. 1, 2, yeah, because he should get out ahead of Ozers. If he pits immediately to get rid of the 5 seconds, I think he will get out ahead of Ozers. So if Ozers is that far behind, maybe it was Ozers. But I honestly don't know, guys. I'm guessing. So Whale is in. So he's come off of one set of mediums onto another. You never know. That might make a difference at the end. This is going to be so tight for tyres that actually might make a difference. I don't know. I'm not actually that surprised that Monkeys hasn't pitted to get rid of the 5 seconds now. It didn't dawn on me before, but he is actually on fresh, hard tyres. He's on the best tyre now to go to the end of this race on, so that's probably worth a lot more to him than getting rid of 5 seconds, quite honestly. A lot of time left in this race where he can let's bridge that gap, really. What I should have done is did a enforced advert there, shouldn't I, to get rid of anything before the end, but we shouldn't get anything before the end in a way. It might happen during the interviews after. There's the confirmation and safety car in this lap. So Moomin leads. Now, Moomin stayed out on his hard tyres, so I'm not sure why he's done that. Well, I'm just going to be honest, I think he's going to regret that, but hopefully he doesn't. Hopefully he's okay, but I think he might regret that. Car CP2 on the soft tyre. I would believe that everybody will need to stop again, except I would say Eli, Corey and Monkeys. And they do set off. Newman's doing his best to go defensive as much as he can. He needs to be careful, he can't move too much. And the guys behind him need to be ultra careful. They can't just say, well, we shouldn't have, you know, yeah, look, he's ended up round. There's multiple cars round. Danny's dropping down, they've had contact. Moomin and Danny have had contact. Look, ultimately, a guy decided to stay out on worn tyres. It's not his fault. The guys around him they need to know that. Yeah, I'm not going to go on about it, but you know, ultimately, they need to know. They need to be aware that not everybody is likely to be on the fresh tyres. So, has that handed victory to Carsey? Well, the answer is no, actually, because Carsey will have to pit. There's no doubt about that. We know Carsey has to pit again. So, whereas Eli currently in P2 doesn't. So Carsey will look. Well, it's just hammer time for Carsey now. He needs to push to give himself a chance of still winning this race. Going on through the field, lots of people really close to others, but not too much short battling going on. Yeah, not showing me showing any damage at all. Start Mark gets past Corey. The extra grip of those softs will enable him to build a greater speed on the straight at this point. Let's put Bowden back into sort of well, he's back into P7, so he's back in with a shape here. With decent results tonight. So Eli, of course, is likely to come under a bit of attack early on. You would fancy the likes of Gunnar and Whoopi are going to want to get past him early on. The only problem here for Gunnar and Whoopi, they cannot take too much out of those medium tyres if they want to get into the end. This is a situation where you actually need to drive in a manner which conserves tyres. Just having a little look at Corey here. Bailey's got ahead of him, but Corey, I feel like he might have the straight line speed to have a go back. Definitely got good straight line speed, Corey. He's just obviously at a moment. Yeah, you see there, it took him quite a long time until he actually started gaining. And that is the difference, I think, in the tyres at the moment. But he knows that all these guys, he's got 3 guys ahead of him on soft tyres that are all going to have to pit again. Okay, one of them's car seat, and then you expect car seat to be coming back at him later on, but the other 2 are the 2 cars directly ahead of him, so that's 2 potential positions for him. It's pretty close to Mamo, maybe something going on here. No, not quite. Something's happening. We got a yellow flag. And no, that was Moomin, I think, actually. Yeah, Moomin's been off. Whale picks up 3 seconds. There's a little battle going on. But yeah, Moomin's just been off. He's still on those worn hard tyres. Nice bit of racing there. Between Monkeys and Ozers. Ozers going to get him here into the right-hander. Plenty of room left by both drivers, and it allows the overtake there for Ozers. Nicely done from the 2 drivers. Side-by-side racing through difficult area of the track. Is Monkey's going to get an opportunity back? It looks like he will. Ozers looks like he may be struggling in the straight line speed department. He's going to get a chance into turn 1. He's now got his teammate Danny right on the back of him. And that there, guys, was a bit of team orders. So Ozers minding out the way for Danny as Danny tries to claw back the places he's lost in the contact with Moomin. So, just meanwhile, while this is happening, guys, let's just go back at the front. I just want to show you. So, Carsey at the moment, 4-second lead. Okay. So, if you look at Carsey, he's just gone into that penultimate corner there. And that's those guys. So that's the gap at the moment. 4.3 seconds now. But as you can see, Gunnar and Whoopi very much staying with Eli at the moment, which you would expect. They do have the tyre advantage at this point. So no real surprise that they're doing that. But just have a little look at the tyres. Again, there's not a massive difference at all. Gunnar, the 2 McLarens are on sort of 17-18%, whereas Eli is on 16%. So these hards are not exactly lasting loads longer than the mediums right now. You may see some sort of big difference later in the race though, but Gunnar there did get past Eli, Eli on the straight. So, come on, Dan. Danny's managed to get past Whale. These guys are going to see Danny coming up behind them, and they're not going to particularly fancy battling him too much. He's in a, because of his pace, he's just sort of he's in a different battle, and you just get to it. You sort of think to yourself, look, what's the point in me battling him? He's in a completely different battle to me. after everything settles and all the dust settles and everything, Danny will probably be up quite solid into the top 10 by the end of this race. And I do like about WAOF1 though, guys, is I look down this field and, you know, yes, you've got your Carseys and your Dannies, and Eli looks very solid, and you know, you've got your top pace guys, but the rest of the whole field is so capable. So, Monkey's News are switching places again further down. Let's go see how they're still battling. They may be. Let's go on board here with Ozers. He has DRS at the outside. Monkeys doesn't. They seem to have to brake a lot earlier. And Ozers goes back through into P13. So Eli very, very close now to the back of Gunnar. He's going to come back to him. Yeah, a little gap in the tyres starting to show now. 24 and 25% from the McLarens, 21 through the hards of Eli. So it's not a huge gap, but it is just starting to show a little bit now. The soft tyre drivers are around the low, well, they're in the low 30s at the moment on their tyres. So expect a little bit longer. I think maybe 2 or 3 more laps from them. It all depends actually whether they're going to go to another set of softs or use mediums. It's nicely done there from Eli to retake P2. Off of Gunnar and in back into the lead of this little group. You can just see in the background there that Bowden is into P5 at the moment, so he's recovered nicely. Corey doing a very solid job indeed in P6 at the moment. Time's going to come later on in this race, isn't it? Well, in fact, he's actually back. He's past Dark Mark, who's one of the soft runners, so that gives us an idea. Because Dark Mark was ahead of both him and Bowden, so, but that just gives us an idea that maybe, just maybe, the softs are beginning now to drop off. The gap between Carsey and Eli now is 6 seconds now. I think Carsey's got a little bit of a decision to make here. Oh, we got yellow flags. It's, oh, that must be Mamo. That's a Merc. It is. It's Mamo. Oh, goodness me. I thought that was going to be a collision. Ooh. Mamo's car seemed to solidify right in front of Monkey's then, but thank goodness it ghosted again. Right, into the pits is Bowden. Oh, he's retired. What on earth? Oh, why has he done that? It's his car that's causing the yellow flags. Moomin, sorry, not Moomin, Mamo has made it back round to the pits now. Oh, okay, yeah, yeah. I won't say too much about Bowden retiring. Oh, yeah, I forgot he had an incident in school or something yesterday. No, today, and he's hurt his leg. So he did say that he may not be able to get through the whole race. I've forgotten about that. So if that was the case, Bowden unlucky, but thank you for retiring in the pit safely. Here comes Gunnar. See the car ahead flashing away. He's not in that situation just yet. He's not exactly got much energy, but he does have some. Goes to the inside into turn 1. Oh, well, no, he did leave enough gap on the left for the Haas, but Haas went for the switchback. Not the left as we looked at it, it was the left as the driver's left. To the outside of the corner, into the pits comes Ozers. And he is going for a fresh set of mediums. So he's decided to go medium. Sorry, in amongst all that and the retirement from Bowden, I completely missed the fact that Carsey had pitted. Carsey has pitted to medium tyres. Now, that's kind of what I was going to say before the retirement there from Bowden, is Carsey had a decision to make whether he stays out and goes to another set of softs. To be really quick on those, but they wear too quick in my opinion. If he needs to keep pace up throughout the stint, and in order to do that, I think going to mediums was the correct choice. Which is going defensive. Both have DRS. Carsey will sneak around the outside here. He will make his way through the field pretty easily. It's an unusual way to find these two on track next to each other, but Carsey is now on the back of Danny. He moves out the way for him. Maybe Danny's done that to get the DRS actually. So, into the pits comes Whoopi. Now, Whoopi was on mediums. He is in to mediums. What we were seeing on our screen there, I don't think was quite correct, guys. Glitch is also in. I think he's coming up the pitch straight now, and I think he will get Whoopi. He is going to get Whoopi. Look, there is Whoopi on the exit. I'm surprised. I honestly thought these medium guys were going to get these to the end, or try and get these to the end at least. I reckon Gunnar will. I don't think Gunnar's got any intention of pitting, quite frankly. And neither should he. Well, look, I'm looking at the tyre wear. 38% he's got on those mediums at the moment. I think he can get those to the end. I personally would not be looking at pitting. But problem is, if you don't, and it don't work, could potentially be thrown away some strong points. See, as the laps tick away, these tyres will become a lot better. Now I'm 40% on my app. They've just turned sort of red on 40%, the medium tyres, so that seems to be where the app says these are hurting now. But it's not dark red, it's a sort of pinky sort of red. Into the pits comes Dark Mark. He comes off of a set of softs. Now, if he's got any more softs left, he may as well use them. Yeah, looks like he has, so he's going to a new set of softs. Also give him a chance to come back. Through goes Whoopi and Monkey's just there, and it looks like Iceman is going to go through as well. Just. James on the back of Danny here. It's the same tyres battling with, so straight battle between these two as Carsey gets past Corey for P3. And at the moment it's just a matter of time really until he gets back to the front here. But so we'll need to what have we got? So when they cross the line, it'll be 8 laps remaining, and Gunnar and Eli are just coming up to the line now. So effectively, Carsey needs to make up a second a lap. You're Gunnar now, it does not feel particularly great having Carsey bearing down on you. So as I say, it's a second a lap for him to win the race, but obviously we need to get ahead of Gunnar first and then ahead of Eli. Which, but despite the tyre wear, if they're close to each other on track, that could be proved to be a pain. The DRS advantage. So into the pits comes Whale, and he's been serviced and is on his way back out. Oozes is just coming down the pit straight, and it looks like Oozes will go past. So just see Whale. No, you couldn't see him. There he is in the background. So he comes out onto fresh soft tyres. Oozes is on 3-lap mediums. So he's not exactly going to be a sitting duck at all for Whale there. He's going to have to. Well, we'll need to go somewhere. So let's get to the battle for the lead. I've not seen a huge amount of it, so. The thing with these two now is they can't really afford to be battling each other. If they want any, well, it's looking extremely unlikely that they're going to be able to stay ahead of Carsey right now. I think Carsey's taken nearly 2 seconds out of them that lap, a second and a half, let's call it, by the end of the straight. So was it? No, it was 7.5 seconds. It was 2 seconds, wasn't it? The gap was 7.5 across the line last time. So yeah, he's taken a full 2 seconds out of them. Keeping an eye. Tyre's wear is still okay for Gunnar. He's just about to hit 50%. But I would say that now is the time. So Gunnar, this is the point on where he has to say either I am staying out to the end. I've got to make that decision now. I'm staying to the end or am I pitting? I have to make the decision. Carsey's in a different world at the moment. He's going to gain another 2 seconds this lap. So there is no fight in Carsey, quite frankly. But it's the others he needs to look at. And then after Carsey, you've got Corey and Danny and James. So Corey, Danny, James, all in a row on the same length of tyres as Gunnar. So I still think he should stay out. He's still got a real chance of a podium here. It's exciting to note, 6 laps, including this one. And the gap is down to 3 seconds for Carsey, who's absolutely flying. Does indeed hold fastest lap at the moment, 1:31.023. No, Dark Mark. No, did keep it there. Dark Mark was on a fast one then, but didn't beat Carsey's. An eye through the field. There are other battles. Whale has caught the back of Oozers, and I know we all like a Whale Oozers battle. Well, does have 3 seconds that he picked up earlier on in the race, but if you get past pretty quickly, he'd probably fancy being able to pull that out. Just keeping an eye on the gap between Gunnar and Carsey. So the only trouble here for Carsey is that the two ahead are going to be giving each other DRS. So he's just got so much more grip than both of them at the moment. I'm not quite sure if it's going to make enough difference. There's also the fact that I think we're going to be going to him in a minute. Yeah, there's also the fact. Oh, look, Ozers has caught onto the back of Iceman, so here he goes. Iceman's similar situation in a sense. Iceman's tyre is very worn. Going to find himself being passed reasonably easy there. Not a lot you can do about that, to be fair to him. Oh, Danny's got ahead of Corey. That's unexpected. Well, unexpected because of tyres. Oh, just as they come off a well, and Ozer as well gets past. Unbelievable. So, well, gets past Ozers. Whether he can pull that 3-second gap is quite a big if, to be honest, but we'll see. In a way, here you can see the top three. Carsey is onto the back of them. Carsey. So, he's got a humongous amount more grip than they do. He's on 25% energy, which is still substantially higher than the guys in front of him. He'll be able to see the fact that both of them are flashing away, and he'll know that he can use that to his advantage. I don't think that Gunnar should get too worried about battling Carsey. I just don't think it's worth it. Gunnar there literally hits 0% energy. Carsey didn't use any. He's made energy back, so... But we can actually... Let's go on board here with Carsey and actually see the battle and see why it's so difficult for him. He's got loads more grip. It becomes extremely difficult. Gunnar being slightly defensive into the corners, making it so you can't just sort of get up the inside easily or anything like that. Gunnar doesn't want to... See, this part of the reason I probably wouldn't be battling Carsey here is because by battling Carsey, he might lose Eli. Right now, these guys have got a 12-second lead ahead of fourth, so they're still looking really, really good for a podium. Update on the tyre scenario. Gunnar is just at 62%. And that's the only risk for Carsey. When you're driving that close behind a car, very, very easy for him to hit the back of the McLaren because the extra grip he's got is so much stronger. He seems to try and defend that there, but goes up the inside. Carsey tries a little switch back. Well, fair play to Gunnar. He did battle him, and he has nicked the place back. Oh, he's going to run a little bit wide there, Gunnar, I think. Oh, he wouldn't be wanting to go side by side through here against anybody, quite frankly. So now, Carsey, I think, quite rightly there, backs out. It's railroaded down the curve. It's like being on train tracks. You just go in a straight line. Three of these guys, of course, need to be careful not to pick up a penalty at this point. As well, and these last sort of couple of laps, we're coming up to 2 laps remaining. Next up and across the line, it will be 2 laps to go. So again, Carsey's going to be able to get past down this straight. He is close enough for DRS, so we will have DRS. It's going to does actually hit the back wheel slightly there. Look, he's going to try and come back again here, Gunnar. It's a bit further back this time. It's a bit further back this time and has to concede this time that he isn't going to be able to take that back. So now Carsey's going to go after the win. Basically 2 laps to do it in. But of course, this move will be a lot easier as Eli won't have DRS. Carsey has a tyre advantage. He has a DRS advantage. He has an ERS advantage. And a slipstream advantage. Don't fancy keeping him back on this long straight on the last. I don't think he's going to try and make the move before that. I think Carsey will literally just wait for the pit straight. I don't think there's any advantage to him trying to make the move before. And here we go. Here we go. No, it won't. What do you want about Elite? I'm going to do it now instead. I'm surprised he did that, to be honest. Eli can stick where he is. He's got plenty of energy to defend. That's the only thing here for Eli. Percy does have plenty of energy. But look at the advantage that DRS gives you. Through goes the Haas of Eli. Well, I mean, Carsey made the move on the small DRS bit on the last lap. Is he going to regret doing that last lap? Or will he be able to do it again, maybe? Ooh, little touch between the two of them then. Guys that stayed out in the mediums to go to the end of the race, so if it just hit 72%. So they are absolutely in the territory where a puncture could happen now. Pretty much 70% and over. It's puncture territory, so you just need to be a bit careful. There's no need to try and push. But here we go, the battle for the win. Carsey does go past Eli. Obviously, Eli's not going to... Well, he will get DRS for about, I don't know, 5 meters or something, but it looks like that is going to be the victory for Carsey. It's Eli. Almost power in the final corner. But victory then for Carsey in Bahrain. Eli P2. Gunnar in P3, I think, has done absolutely... In fact, I think Gunnar, you're my driver of the day, buddy. I think you deserve it. Danny's going to come across in P4. Very, very solid recovery, Danny. Well done. Corey, superb P5. Corey on P5, absolutely brilliant result. I do feel like Gunnar deserves driver of the day, though, Corey, today. So I think it's going to be a big shout out for you rather than a driver of the day. James also extremely good in P6. Whoopi P7. Dark Mark P8, Glitch in P9, Ozers jumps well on the penalties, so Well could not get that gap that he needed. Well P11, Mamo P12, Monkeys in P13, Iceman 14, Moomin came across the line, or will come across the line, and finish in P15. Well done to Moomin for carrying on. Stayed out under the safety car and with the worn hards, and unfortunately it led to an incident. Didn't see as such exactly what happened, so can't sort of say anybody's to blame it. So I didn't see it, but there we have it. That is our Bahrain Grand Prix in WAOF1. Well done, Glitch. P9 stay, buddy. Well done. Good race. Already read through the results, so I won't go back through and do that again. I'll just get the I'll just scroll through it so that the guys that do the standings and that have got them. Just a couple of penalties there. They were the only penalties. Fastest lap in the end actually went to Moomin, 1:30.973, so it's not a Grand Slam for Carsey at all, but close to it. There we go. Unfortunately, I believe Bowden retired because his leg was just too bad. I think that's why he retired. Not sure about Mr. Insomniac. Was away off the back, but of course, safety car came out, so he would have been caught back up. But so yeah, not sure what happened there. There we have it. Extremely close over the line. Really well done to Eli. Guys, I'm going to be honest. I'm not going to be doing. I'm not doing podium interviews tonight. I'm going to leave that tonight because my throat feels like it's had enough. I'm not going to lie to you. It's been really bad for the last couple of days, and it's now starting to sting. So I'm going to leave it there, I think. Right, guys. Congratulations, anyway, to Carsey on the victory. Eli, superb drive, well done. And P2. Gunnar, my driver of the day, P3. Danny, really good recovery in P4. And a massive shout out for Corey and James, P5 and P6. Both extremely good results. Yeah, so well done to you guys. I'll type a little thing in Discord glitch, but yeah, I'm not going to do the interviews. Okay, guys. For myself, I'll be back on Friday for PRF1, 8:30, where I will be doing comms. As far as I know, I'll be doing comms with Clem. So come and join me for that one. Always a good laugh with him. Other than that, guys, I'm racing tomorrow night, and no, I'm not. Sorry, tomorrow night's a free night. So yeah, so keep an eye out tomorrow night. If you see me go live, that means I've picked up a commentary. So because I'll probably see if I can get a comms somewhere tomorrow night. So depends on my throat probably. So, but keep an eye out. Anyway, other than that, guys, I'll see you on Friday night. Well done to the drivers tonight, and thank you to all of you that have watched along with me. And to everybody that watches the stream back as well, I really appreciate it. Good night, God bless, have a good rest of your week, and I will see you Friday, if not before.